So we've done some fragrance battles 1v1. Well, now it's time for the Royal Rumble. 1v1 v1. So today we're going to take three very affordable summer fragrances and put them up against one another. See which one comes out on top. I'm talking about Maison Alhambra's Philos Messenger, Afnan Turathi Blue, and Maison Asrar's Majesty. So first off, shout out to Cheaper With You Fragrances for turning me onto this one. Shout out to Scents with Sense for hooking me up with this one. And then last but not least, shout out to my guy Angel at houseofphoenixperfume.com for turning me onto this one. And if you guys want fast shipping and great prices, go check out my guy. Use code Fougere10 to get 10% off. So first off, let's get to know our contestants. And let's start with Afnan Turathi Blue. Now it's trying to be that fragrance right there. And overall, I think it does a great job. It's a fresh, soft, citrus grapefruit scent, perfect in warm weather. The one argument against this fragrance is that some people say it just doesn't last that long. For me, it performs all right, about 4 hours or so. And it's cheap enough, I can reapply all the time. Now next up is Maison Alhambra's Philos Messenger. And according to my guy, Cheaper With You Fragrances, this is very similar to Turathi Blue in terms of the scent profile, but it's gonna last all day long, like 6 to 8 hours minimum. Now this fragrance isn't trying to be Tigar, it's trying to be this one right here, as you can probably tell by the bottle design. And last but certainly not least is Maison Asrar's Majesty. And it comes to me by ways of Scents with Sense. Now, I'm not exactly sure whether it's trying to be this one or this one, but its scent profile is very similar. So let's start with the opening. Now, to me, all three of these are so similar, they're almost indistinguishable. But to my nose, I would give just a slight edge to Afnan Turathi Blue. But I've owned this one for a while, I wear it a lot, and I'm a little bit biased. So next up, longevity and performance. And this is where things start to get shook up a little bit. Now, Afnan Turathi Blue, as much as I love it, it did die out about 4 hours in. And in about 6 hours, Philos Messenger and the Maison Asrar are still going strong. And by the end of the day, it was a dead tie between Maison Asrar and Philos Messenger. So now let's talk price. Afnan Turathi Blue and the Maison Alhambra both run around in that $30 range. Now the Majesty by Maison Asrar seems to be a little bit higher, more like $40 to $50. Now this was just my nose and my opinion, so I had 4 other people blindly smell each one and score them 0 to 10. Now in the blind sniff test, the scores were almost identical, with the Philos Messenger winning by just a hair. And ultimately that score difference may not be enough to mean anything. So unfortunately, after all that, in this Royal Rumble, I don't know that there's a clear winner. There's great things about each one of these 3 fragrances, and there's something about each one that I really enjoy. Now, if I have to pick a winner, I guess I'm gonna say Maison Alhambra's Philos Messenger. It's pretty inexpensive, it lasts all day, and it smells pretty dang good. But really, I don't know that you could go wrong with either one of the 3. It may, at this point, just come down to personal preference. So in conclusion, shout out to Cheaper With You Fragrances, shout out to Scents with Sense, and shout out to my guy at houseofphoenixperfume.com. Guys, you can go check out either one of those to try these fragrances. They're in my showcase as well. All very affordable and all fantastic. Until next time, save money, smell better.